Who is drinking from your well? Today's conversation is around the quadrite and really steeping in this information. I've been asked for this, so here it is. And I relate to the quadrite because my brain, body, and my mind system are right. They're right variabled. So I get this at a very deep level. My nodal configuration is both left. However, I understand that right variable configuration very deeply. So quadrites, receptivity. I see the quadrite as SpongeBob, because you're taking everything in. So don't worry about quote unquote studying. Actually immerse yourself in the experience. So when I teach this, my home study course is down below. When I teach this, it really is the importance of go into the experience and be receptive. Just be there. You have no other choice. You're just receptive. You're just there. And then wait for the information to be pulled out of you, because you do not know the depth and the level of your wisdom until that wisdom and information and knowledge is pulled out of you. So raw indicates that these have the potential to be the most aware people. Why? Because any experience that they're in, they are soaking in the entirety of the experience. So the level of your awareness is who is actually drinking from your well. So if you are, a part of the Mensa group, if you don't know what that is, that's the highest level of IQ people in the world. Guess what? Your rightness will have this level of information that is amazing. However, if you're with a bunch of, let's just say, gang members that are stealing, thieving, killing, that's the level of information and knowledge that's going to be pulled out of you. So who is around you? Your medium for creativity depends on that level of and quality of human beings that are around you, because they are designed to pull it out of you. You're not here to focus. You're not here to be strategic. You're not here to be active. You're here to be. You are here to be. Be present and allow for other people to drink from your well. And your level of creativity comes from the people that are drinking from your well. So what human design teaches us is the communion of our awareness. So you've seen on this channel, I'm talking about awareness a lot, because that is the baseline of it all. If we're going to move into 2027 with aware businesses, it all starts with the individuality. It all starts with our capacity to be aware of our difference between ourselves and the consciousness field. So it is the communion of your awareness that happens in the quadrite. And that's where we're moving, okay? And the other reason I'm talking to you about this is because I'm going to go into imagination a lot. And imagination sits on the abstract side of the body graph. But the abstract side of the body graph is actually based in the past experience. However, if you look at human design, everything is this toroidal movement of the DNA. So imagination actually is the future, because that's where the quadrite is designed to live. Okay? So nourish that brain-body system. This is the most important for you, because if the brain-body system isn't nourished correctly, then the quality of your ability to absorb is going to be lower. Okay? You're designed to be in the flow. This isn't about strategy. This isn't about trying to strategize. This is about being in the flow. So let the patterned process of strategy just move through you. What do I mean by that? You're not designed to be strategic. You're designed to soak in all of it and just be in the flow. So as Ra indicates, strategy and authority, of course, is key for everyone. However, it is the receptacle for you to tap into the correct medium for your creativity. And that's why, as long as the cellular structure is clean, so you're nourishing the body correctly and you're in the correct environment, now all of a sudden what happens is you are bringing in the quality and level of human beings into your life, whether that be clients, whether that just be relationships, co-workers, bosses, whatever it is. You're bringing in this level that actually up-levels your awareness, okay? And drinks from your well. So I've got a whole bunch of notes here. That's why I'm flipping pages, okay? Be laid back and understand this, is that if there's strategic people in your life and they are trying to get you to be strategic, they're the wrong people. They're the wrong people. You're designed to be with those that honor your tempo and your flow, okay? So work is not how you are defined. And there's a video on here about storyline, so you'll understand that deeper if you actually listen to that video. There's about 400 million people in the world, Ross says, that are quadrites, and that's where we're moving, right? That's our future, is the quadrite, where the pentas, so the group think, is going to be sentient, it's going to be deeply aware, and it's going to be conscious. So understand that, you want to weed out any of those people in your life that aren't pulling the best out of you. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example, okay? I had a friend that, for years and years and years, we were connected with this couple and their children. And I didn't like what she pulled out of me. She pulled a lot of negativity out of me. I didn't like it. So I just completely disengaged with it. I completely disengaged because I didn't want that to be pulled out of me. So who I connect with now are magical human beings who are at a level of awareness that I know that my intelligence and what I know and everything that I've soaked in my life is the correctness of that is being pulled out. So it's about discernment. If you hear things coming out of your mouth and you're like, oh God, I don't want to talk about this. This is not where I want to be. That's not the quality of human beings that you want in your life. Okay. Now, if your perspective, because your perspective is designed to be peripheral, okay, you're designed to be out here, kind of looking at everything. So when you're driving down the street, you notice the mom pushing the stroller. You notice the Santa Claus over here ringing his bells for, collect money for whatever charity. You notice the dog barking. You're noticing all of it. And if you're trying to get your sight to be focused, okay, there's going to be a problem. You become blind if you try to focus. Okay? So the whole point of the quadrite, especially if you're looking at building a business, okay? Especially if you're looking at building a business, is that you need strategic people to help you like create the funnels, or if you're doing it online, you need strategic people to book your PR spots. So if you're a speaker, an author, a coach, and you want to speak from stage, hire a PR person. Because your entirety of what you are is to just show up and be, and wait for people to pull from the well of your knowledge. So one of the questions I had was, do the lefts have to pay for the rights in the future? No, 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 no. I see it the other way around. The lefts are going to have to pay the rights, because they are going to be the only ones with all the information. And here's what's important to understand is Ra talks that, you know, the internet isn't going to be here a few hundred years from now, because it isn't about that. It isn't about Google or Facebook or, I don't know, archive.org or any website holding all the information. It's not about that. It's about the quadrites holding the information and us pulling on the well of their data. Because if they just stand in a room, they've soaked in all of it. And it is the left's job to pull that out. So no, you're not going to have to pay for them. You're going to be paying them for their wisdom and their information. Because the quadrite is a resource. And I know this well. Right brain, body, right mind. I am a massive resource for this information. Like, I think that I've forgotten more than I know. Until you guys pull it out of me. Until I'm working with a client and they pull it out of me. And when I'm asked, can you just repeat that, please? No, I cannot. You'll have the recording, and you will also have the transcript when I'm working with clients and working in my groups, because I have no idea what just got pulled out of me. It just gets pulled out of me. So who you serve and who feels good around you is truly essential to your capacity moving forward, okay? So what you're doing is you're actually, you know, I don't like the word looking for, but you're using your strategy and authority to connect with the mediums, the other human beings, so that you can release your awareness. And of course, strategy and authority is always the perfect process, okay? So who determines your life is truly who's around you. And it's this receptivity, this receptive creativeness that has an incredible wonder. Like, the capacity for the right mind to inspire is awe-inspiring. I have a right mind. I know that I inspire people. And I inspire people with the correctness of the word. I inspire people with the correctness of what it is to be on this planet in this transformational time. And being a 1-3, I'm also here to be that priestess that shows the correct way. Okay? So as Ra would say, it's an incredible wonder to work with receptive people. The dilemma for the quadrite and the receptive brain, body, mind system is that, in his words, humanity is dull. And most people are living in the not self. So that's why I don't attract a whole bunch of people that are like really like pulling in, what is this? What is that? What does this mean? What does that mean? I see them on my YouTube channel. I see them in Facebook groups. But 98% of the time, that's not the people that connect with me on the other side of a coaching call. They are more aware. And they connect with me because that's the level of awareness that I hold. So it may not be easy as a quadrite, okay? It may not be easy. However, when you are sitting in that awareness, okay, and your level of awareness, your entire design is designed to move your awareness out into the world. Now, whether that be awareness be, maybe, quite possibly, like you might be a mechanic. Maybe you're a doctor. Maybe you are a business owner. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter your level of quote unquote skill or what area of what do I want to say here? Where you are, like work-wise, it doesn't matter. It's your level of awareness that is designed to be pulled out. So if you are an entrepreneur or you want to be an entrepreneur, it's all about connecting with that less strategic capacity through someone else. If you want to, build funnels or build a linear way or whatever it is, okay? Have people help you and pull out that information. So when I connect with my clients, I have a conversation with them, and proof, there'll be like a whole schwack of videos that I create and put into my home study course, or we have a conversation in our next coaching call, because that pulling out of that information. So when I read the comments, I'm getting pulled on. And quite frankly, I have no choice. So if you are a quadrite, understand this. Number 1, nourish your body correctly. Number 2, be in the correct environment. Number 3, don't focus your mind. The minute you focus your mind, you become blind. And number 4 is allow for that awareness to be brought out into the world. Let your outer authority, that's what motivation is. Let your outer authority, the magic that is inside of you, be pulled out of you, be asked, be invited, be initiated, because you're magic, okay? So I'm just going to quickly share some slides from my variable teacher training. So again, after I contacted a lawyer and talked about the copyright strike and provided all the material, she indicated that there is no copyright because the material was provided to me through the classes that I took and through the certifications that I took. So I know that I'm covered, just an FYI. All right, so I am going to share. First, I'm going to share I'll share the movement, okay? So we're going from this quad left, who's like, they're very strategic, designed to be super, super strategic, active, strategic, observed, focused. So as a quadrite, you are passive. You are the observer. You're peripheral and you're receptive. So if you want to be in business, okay, you want to be the CEO, you want to be whatever, okay, you need strategic people to help you just be. You're designed to be and have people drink from your well. I know this very, very well. I understand this very well. So again, this trajectory right here, the magic of our variable class, oh my gosh. Again, I can't even tell you in words. We had all this whole thing, and this right here, this is me, okay? So it was pure magic. But anyways, so if you are a quadrite, know this, that you are designed to have people come and assist you, because your data, what is in your cellular structure, the wisdom and the data that you have, I am telling you right now that this is going to be one of the most requested and needed forms going into the future. And I can see this even 20 years out, as the internet starts to waver, and humans, again, we have a group of humans that are trying to replicate the human body. It's completely impossible. They're trying to replicate the human brain. Completely impossible. Okay. And the quadrite, you are the new quantum computers and the new Google and the storage system for our future. That's all there is to it. So let's just take a look at understanding the depth and wisdom that is here for you. So as a right, we want to look at the tonal cognition. So it might be inner vision, which is meditation. It might be judgment, which is feeling. It might be acceptance, which is touch. Then if we look at the environment, again, inner vision, meditation, judgment, feeling, acceptance, touch. So you want to look at the right tonal understanding, because your awareness, relies so heavily on the cognition of your tonal expression. If you are operating as a strategic person and you are all quadrite, you are doing your physicality, your information, everything, your data, you're not serving it correctly. So I see these people as the highest paid human beings on the planet in the next 20 years, because they will have it all. They will have soaked in, like, YouTube is just an excellent resource for all of this. And then, of course, it becomes this discernment. Who's going to drink from your well? I no longer allow anybody that is dense to drink from my well. If you're going to pull information out of me, you're going to be at a level of consciousness that I want to interact with. And I encourage you as a quadrite to do the exact same. Like, put a stake in the ground right now and understand that you are the future. You're the future. So people are paying, people are paying places like Dropbox and OneDrive and Google, all of these different places. They're paying them to hold all this data. You have it all. That's why, like, in my office, as a right brain body, right-minded person, the frequency, like, I have so many books. I can't even tell you how many books I just have sitting right here on my desk, all around me. I have journals that I've written in. I have, like, things that people have pulled out of me. I have graphs. I have all kinds of stuff everywhere, because I'm soaking in the frequency all the time. And so are you. Also, I'm just going to share a little bit here. When I talk about, I'm probably 25 or 30 pounds overweight, but as a right-bodied and brained person, don't try to be super, super slim or skinny. And here's why. Because of the receptivity, because of that SpongeBob, we are actually designed to have, let's call it a buffer zone, a little bit of a buffer around us, because it, like, softens the I don't want to say blow, but it softens the absorption. It kind of gives it a, like a trampoline, or, you know, when people jump off, firefighters put that air mattress down for people to, it's like this buffer that is allowed to be there because we're soaking it all in. So if you want to be successful as a lawyer, as a doctor, as a human design professional, be immersed in the class. Don't miss anything. In my 11 years of classes, I missed 2. And no shit, those 2 classes that I missed, both of the recordings on the teacher's end were screwed up. So I completely missed the information. They put up other classes of, you know, of previous years. But that's something that I'll never get back. I can't study it. And it's the same for you. Be present. Go to all your classes. If you want to learn how to network, go to networking events and just stand there. Whatever you want, it's available always for you. All right, friends. Hopefully that provided you with a depth of understanding for the quadrite. And again, drop below if you want to do the home study course. The PHS, I also have that linked below. And if you want to connect with me and do coaching sessions, mentorship, down below as well. All right, so enjoy your absolutely beautiful receptive movement forward. Talk to you later.